What is up, guys? My name is Asteroid and welcome back to the next episode of the Pokemon Competitive Guide. So guys, today we're going to be covering Togekiss. Thanks to Ryan. If you guys want your favorite Pokemon or just any Pokemon in general to be covered in this series, then of course suggest a Pokemon down below and I will get on that. So Togekiss was retyped to Fairy and Flying in Gen 6 and it really does put that Fairy typing to work. So that being said, starting off with the first set here, we have a max special attack, max speed Togekiss with 4 in HP, a very hacksy set, and this is the set you'll typically see on Togekiss. Now, the cool thing about Togekiss is not its stats, not its moves. The main thing about Togekiss is the abilities that it gets. So looking at those abilities first, we have Shrink Grace, which is the main ability you want to run on Togekiss. It's going to double the chance of secondary effects on moves. So that being said, we have Air Slash here, which is a 30% chance to flinch the target, but combining that with Shrink Grace, it now has a 60% chance to flinch your target. And the cool thing about this is pairing this with T-Wave, it means that they're pretty much going to be flinched or paralyzed pretty much every single turn, which is pretty crazy. So that's kind of the whole idea behind this. You want to outspeed, get that T-Wave off, and then just Air Slash the crap out of them. Now, the nice thing about T-Wave is that it's going to slow them down a lot. So odds are, after they're paralyzed, you're definitely going to be outspeeding, and you're going to be able to get off those flinches, no problems at all. So, very powerful, very annoying, but also very powerful. Then we have the Dazzling Gleam for the stab there, and we also have Ancient Power. Now, Dazzling Gleam sadly has no secondary effect, but Ancient Power has a very good secondary effect. Basically, it gives you a 10% chance to raise all your stats by 1, but combining this with Shrink Grace, you're going to have a 20% chance to raise all your stats, and it's also pretty good for that coverage, of course. Now, for the item, we have Light Orb just to do more damage. I figured I'd just try to get the most out of our offenses and go with that. And also for the nature, we have Timid, just to get that very speedy Thunder Wave off. If you wanted to go with the Modest, then you definitely could. Odds are you're going to be outspeeding no matter what after you get that Paralysis off. So if you wanted to go with the Modest and just get the most out of your special attack, then you could definitely do that. But we have some more special moves here you could run instead of Ancient Power. We have Aura Sphere, which is great for the fighting type coverage. No secondary effect, but it's still not a bad move at all. We have Extra Sensory, which has that 10% chance to flinch. So if you want more flinches, except on the psychic side of the spectrum, then Extra Sensory is definitely for you. Then we have Fire Blast, which I'm not that big of a fan of Fire Blast. I prefer Flamethrower, and we're going to get to that in a sec. But it does have that 10% chance to burn, so with Shrink Grace that can work out very well. Then we have Grass Knot for T-Tars and other heavy Pokemon, not a bad move at all as well. Then we have Heat Wave and Flamethrower, same idea as the Fire Blast. They both have 10% chances to burn there, so that can be pretty nice. Then we have Psychic, and Psychic is going to give you that Psychic type coverage, but instead of the flinches from Extra Sensory, you're going to have that 20% chance to lower the target's special defense. So that's very nice. Then we have Psyshock if you wanted to run that. I figured I'd include it. And we have some more special moves. We have Shadow Ball, which has the 20% chance to lower the target's special defense. You can definitely use that to your advantage. Then we have Signal Beam, 20% chance to confuse the target after Shrink Grace. Then we finally have Tri Attack. Now, Tri Attack is great because there's a 20% chance to paralyze or burn or freeze the target. So if you wanted to run this on a non-Thunder Waving Togekiss, then you could, or you could run it on the Thunder Waving Togekiss. But it's very nice because you'll have a 40% chance to burn, paralyze, or freeze the target. Now, it kind of sucks because Togekiss is no longer going to get stabbed from this move. Before Gen 6, Togekiss used to be able to get stabbed from this very powerful move, but sadly not anymore, but I really don't think that makes it any less viable. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for this set, guys. Let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, here we are, ready for the next set. Now this set is pretty similar, except we're going to be dropping the Thunder Wave and just going for a fully offensive Togekiss. So, max special attack, max speed, 4 in HP. Go with the Timid nature, try to make the most out of your speed, and then go with the choice specs there, try and get the most out of your special attack. Now if you wanted to, you could smack on the Scarf instead of the specs, and you could go with the Modest nature. It is 100% all your choice. If you want more speed, go with Scarf. If you want more offenses, then go with specs. But the idea is pretty simple here. You want to go with all these different special moves. Choose whichever moves you think will benefit your team the most. If you're lacking Steel type coverage, then maybe you could smack on a Flamethrower there. If you're lacking Poison type coverage, then you could possibly run a move like Psychic or Psyshock. But it is 100% all your choice. I do recommend you run Air Slash and Dazzling Gleam as your two main stab moves, but you can mix and match the other two moves here. If you wanted to run a move set of just pure moves that benefit from Shrink Grace, then you could swap out Dazzling Gleam if you really wanted to, and smack on Psychic. You could swap out Aura Sphere for something else. It is 100% all your choice. Try and get the most out of Serene Grace. So, in terms of the ability though, you could run Serene Grace, or you could run Super Luck if you want to get some more crits. But I think in this case, Serene Grace is the better option. Obviously, Hustle is really not an option at all. It only has 50 attack. So, I'm not going to be showing you guys a physical Togekiss. It does get some very, very awesome physical moves, but only 50 attack. And I really don't think it's as good as the base 120 special attack, obviously. So, I'm not going to cover that today. If you guys have any crazy suggestions for a physical Togekiss, then let me know. But maybe you could bat and pass some Swords Dances into it, I don't know, and then just extreme speed for days with Hustle. I'm not sure, but let's move on to the final Togekiss. Alright guys, this set's a bit more bulky and also a bit more setup focused. But as you guys can see, you want to go max HP, max special attack, and 4 and speed. Try to make the most out of your bulk. And you guys can see the Togekiss has some really, really great bulk. 95 defense and 115 special defense with 85 HP. That is not bad at all. So you can definitely take a lot of hits there. Especially with that max HP investment, you should be good to go. Then moving on though, we have the moves. We have Nasty Plot, Tailwind, Dazzling Gleam, and Air Slash. So the idea here is to set up the Tailwind first turn, get that speed going. And because you're running Tailwind, I decided not to invest into speed. Because of the Tailwind at level 100 and the 4 EVs and speed, you're going to outspeed a lot of things without that investment. So looking at Cerebi, you guys can see right here that we have all the Pokemon in order of their speed stats. You guys can see that at number 1 we have Deoxys, but then if we come all the way down here, you can see the 394s, and just right here at 405. So this means with only 4 EVs in speed, plus the Tailwind, you're going to be outspeeding a lot of things without the need of the investment. That's why I'm going with the investment in the bulk, just because you're going to be still outspeeding Jolteons, you're going to be outspeeding regular Aerodactyls, you're going to be outspeeding Mewtwo's, Crobats, Mega Gengars, freaking Talonflame. You outspeed Swellow, Weavile, Greninja, Noivern, all these Pokemon you're going to outspeed with the Tailwind up. So that's why I don't think it's really necessary to invest into the speed stat when you're going to be fast as it is. So anyways, that being said, we have Nasty Plot. Now I wanted to talk about Nasty Plot. You could definitely run Nasty Plot, try and get set up, and just do as much damage as possible. But it could be difficult to find the time to set up the Tailwind and the Nasty Plot. So you could just run Tailwind, and you could just run an extra coverage move here, like maybe Aura Sphere or something. But it is 100% all your choice. You can try and go for the Nasty Plots, but I don't know, it may take a bit of luck in order to get those Nasty Plots off, and it could be very dangerous trying to set up that much. So for the item we have Leftovers, I decided to smack Leftovers on there just for the consistent health recovery, and it could help out, especially if you're trying to set up a lot of Nasty Plots. Then it could be very, very useful. You could run Life Orb or Expert Belt or Citrus Berry or Lumberry. It is 100% all your choice. But moving on, we have the ability. Serene Grace is a great ability. You could go with the Super Luck if you want crits, but having the Serene Grace plus the Air Slash and maybe even like a Psychic, or you can smack on a Tri-Tech or an Ancient Power and try and get the most out of that Serene Grace. But anyways though, if you guys enjoyed today's episode of Pokemon Competitive Guide, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!